Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World Tanks. As you can see, this is Ashton Shigar in his OHO, and this is a tier 10 game on Karelia. So what do you know, but it's a tier 8 and tier 10 game. How does that never happen before? Insert sarcasm here. Yeah, for anyone of you who have stumbled into tier 10 games in your tier 8 tanks, seemingly 9 out of 10 times you take them out, we're all in the same boat, but Ash, I think, makes the most of it in this particular case. Anyways, so this is the tier 8 Japanese heavy tank, and he's got the derp gun loaded on that thing. I notice he does not have a mark of excellence, and so we'll have to see. I kind of wonder how many games he's had in this thing, but he didn't tell me, so maybe he'll drop it in the comments below. We can find out what exactly he, how many games he's played with this thing, that he can be this decent in it. Anyways, before we get started, and as we're waiting for this thing to plot its way towards victory, I'm going to recommend two things. First off, this change 3 to 1, so that it's the first show you load without having to make the game switch for you, and B, please share this video with all your friends and clanmates so that we can get more people into watching my stuff, and thus the channel can grow. And I just realized that my face is kind of washed out from the light, so closing the blinds a little bit more so you guys can see my face, because that's the only way I have to influence the lighting in here. Yes, I know the lighting in here is amazing, but I can't do much about that right now, so yeah. As we get into this game, wait, that's free camera. Okay, so this is the spot we want to be in, and so we've been doing donuts. Weird. I've never noticed that before. There's an S pattern on the ground. I don't know why. Okay, so he's gonna pull out. He's gonna focus on something. IS4, and he's gonna pull back. And he hit the side of the IS4. Most of that getting absorbed by the tracks. If he'd hit more towards either the upper part of the turret or more towards the back of the tank, then he might end up doing more damage to it. Also, if he shot in the M103, he does more damage because the M103 has less armor. Though he did still track the IS4. So he's pulling out and firing without bothering to aim, which is of course what he's got to do in this thing in order to not get shot back. He's waiting for them to shoot at the IS4, and then he's pulling out and doing this stuff. Oh, these guys are waiting for him now though. They both bounce or miss shots, but unfortunately so did he. And hey, look, his team has decided that they should pull forward and be a part of this battle. Isn't that weird? Your team might want to be part of a battle? Anyways, so Ash is waiting for reload, and more importantly, he's waiting for them to shoot. He doesn't want to pull around the corner and have them staring at him again. But hey, what do you know? They're staring at him again, as it does 200 damage to IS4, and then pulls back. Our IS4 is actually managing to get some decent damage in and done. However, we have problems at base. Our artillery is about to die. The entire top of the map is lost, and it looks like they're wandering free through the center of the map. So as much as we are doing good over here, oh, I wanted to see how much damage that did, but it looks like we're never gonna know. Well, not until we see the battle report anyway. Is Ash spinning around like he should be, because they are getting pushed at base quite badly, and these two can't handle two other tanks, then they really have no business playing this game. And so we're gonna speed this up because Ash is quite slow. Oh, he's pushing on these guys. Oh, I'm definitely gonna speed this up a little bit more so we get into combat at decent speed. Our IS4 is definitely losing this battle now. I don't know what turned the tide, made him start losing, but that's how it's going. So if Ash wants to push around this corner, he's going to need to do something special here. Type 4 is definitely dying too. Great. I don't know what Ash is doing right now, but apparently he was AFK momentarily there. And the enemy didn't even notice. Nice shot into the M103, and they're actually catching it in an interesting spot and getting 400 damage out. Well, some of it got absorbed by his tracks. The M103 waits long enough to come around the corner that we're reloaded and put another 400 shot into him. Well, he put some HE into us? Oh, is that what they're doing to the IS-7? They're HEing him to death. Well, that's fine. You come around the corner there, M103. We'll put some more HE into you. That's not an M103. That's an E75 that misses. M103 is totally brave. Comes around the corner, bounces us, and dies. IS-4 is going to try something now. IS-4, if he backs up, is going to get something. What is this IS-4 trying? I don't think you can put a shell through there, Ash. But you can put one into that E75 back there. Nope. IS-4 it is. 455 through the top hatch of that IS-4. Leaving him has a one-shot for the fellow IS-4. Can our friendly take him out? It looks like no. But we're reloaded and ready and waiting for another shell into the top of his tank. Not quite doing the same amount of damage, but then bouncing the return shot from a tier 10 in a tier 8 tank. Our friendly IS-4 dies. We gotta kill the enemy IS-4 because he's still a deadly threat. But apparently, we had the side of the E75 there for a second. We get the top, and we bounce the return shot. And IS-4 grows some balls and comes around the corner. Unfortunately, not able to do anything other than bounce. Actually, going to take him out of his misery right now, and then finally not able to bounce all of them. Apparently, absorbs the shot from the E75. E75 doesn't quite realize how heavy a opponent he's dealing with, and Ash just puts a great shot into that. If that had been aimed a little bit better, that could have gone a lot better. There's only 2 enemies left in the game, and one of them is right here. One enemy left in the game, and one of them is right here. Ash needs to hit here if he wants to really do damage. This is not going to do nearly as much damage, but it's enough. And the E75 bounces the shot he gets just before we die. Where was he shooting? Apparently he was aiming for the thickest part of our armor, which is sloped twice. That's amazing, E75. So because the E75 was aiming for the thickest part of our armor, that sloped backwards at what is that sloped at? You know what? This would be easier just to use an armor viewer. So I'm just gonna take a few seconds, open up my phone, jump over to armor viewer, jump into the a Japanese heavy tank tier 8 Oho. Talk doesn't matter, and he's on about that angle, meaning that shot had he was shooting at about 360 millimeters of armor there. Can you guys see that at all? Yes, kinda. Good word. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. And by the way, if he shot the cheek or heck if he'd what's that, 60 millimeters, he would have gone through that. So if he'd hit from this angle, because of the way he was, if he'd fired through this right here, it would have gone through. Or even the front of our turret probably would have gone through. But actually here would have been a beautiful shot through us. But because he decided to shoot the thickest, most angled part of our tank, it was something like 300 millimeters thick, and he just ricochets off. That is hilarious. It's stupid but hilarious. Ace Tanker, Shellproof, Duelist, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, and the Spartan that saves his life at the end there. I got all this damage he reflected from much higher tiered opponents. And he managed to hurt himself on one of those shots because, of course, he reflected damage into himself and still didn't die. Having done 4,000 damage, which is 2,000 more than the tier 10 on his team. Yeah, this was a horrible game. Like, I don't, it just, it, you know, like, when a girl 15 does 0 damage and lives through the entire game, how does that happen? What was he doing? It's okay, thankfully we had Ash to carry the game, and seriously, just put the whole team on his shoulders and walk through some of the toughest opponents on the enemy team. 2,700 damage blocked. Great job. Wow. Look at that. That is impressive right there. Well done, sir. Thank you so much for sending this game in. This was a joy to watch. 6,000 experience earned, thankfully, because of a double and then reserve bonuses. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sending this in. Thank you all for watching. Please, if you want to support the channel, then share this with your friends and clanmates. This has got to be some of the best OHO footage I've seen in a while. And everybody should see this, obviously, right? And I will see you all next time. This ioEther out.